Yo, what's up, guys? So I have a 2011 Charger I'm working on right now, and I'm doing an LED light conversion for my map lights and the interior passenger lights and courtesy lights, or whatever you want to call them. I'm going to give you the how-to, or how I'm doing it. This is a mix between the knowledge I have of the car and what you can read online, such as forums and stuff like that. I'm not a professional, never claimed to be. I'm far from it. I just like doing this kind of stuff, and I thought I would help some people out by showing them how I'm doing it. So when you do this, especially to your newer car, please be very careful with breaking things, because parts for these are very expensive. Now, the overhead console was sitting up here. You know, you can imagine it being attached and stuff. Okay, so it sits up here. And what you gotta do is you gotta get a thin screwdriver or something. It's pretty much like that, actually. And you gotta pry the front up here where my thumb is. You gotta pry it on either side, the left side, the right side, doesn't matter. You pry the front down and it's gonna make a loud clicking noise. You're gonna think you broke it. Hopefully you didn't. If you didn't, congratulations, it worked. And pretty much it'll just pop out straight down, because these golden connectors there, they go in these little slots up here. You see 2 slots there and 2 slots, one there, one there. Those connectors go into those slots, and the only way to get it out is prying it. Now be careful when you pry it. Don't pry too hard, because you have that wiring harness right there. That wiring harness will be connected into there. If my camera focuses, it'll be connected right in there, right there. And you got to be careful when you're pulling the wiring harness out as to not break the little clip on it right there on the top. So it's in the most inconvenient spot you can imagine. So don't yank it. You pull it down after you get it all out and everything. You're going to find these bulbs in it, and they're just pretty much a screw in. They sit like that. You're going to find them like that. Of course, there'd be another one there, but I put this one in just to show you, and they twist out. They twist. My fingers get out of the way. They twist out. There you go. That's it. Now, I don't know if you've ever messed with bulbs like this before. If you haven't, it's probably why you're watching this video. So the easiest way to deal with bulbs like this is to get some electrical tape. And you take the electrical tape and you wrap it around the bulb. Sorry, I'm filming. Not a good cameraman either. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the electric tape, you're going to wrap it around the bulb like that, give you something to grip. And then you're going to take it and pull the bulb out like that as well. If I can do that here for you. Let's see if I can pull it out. There it is. Okay, you pull it out. Don't squeeze too hard. Don't squeeze too hard or you break the bulb in your hand. I've done that. It hurts. It's very unpleasant. Okay, so after you get the bulb out, put it somewhere, throw it away, keep it in case you mess up, then you'll have a bulb still. Okay, so we got the bulb out, we got the map lights or the dome lights, whatever you want to call it, lights down, and if we have gotten this far without breaking anything, we are good. Golden. Hard part's over. You take your LED and you just slide it in to here. Slide it in that socket. Now, I don't know which one is positive and which one is negative. It is very much so a guess. For me, anyway. So you just slide her in. All the way in. So you make sure they're, in the same position. That's it. It's in. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it, put it in your console here. Make sure the connection's good and tight. and you're going to take it and plug it in with the wiring harness. All I'm going to do is plug it in. So for the sake of not having to edit the video, I'm going to put the camera down. You're going to see nothing. All right, I'm plugging it in. Okay. Okay, see, she's plugged right there. All right, now if you're getting nothing, that means you put the light bulb in the wrong way. So we got to switch it around. We pull it back out. I wish there was a more convenient way to do this. You pull it back out without breaking it, and you rotate it, and you put it back in. That should be positive and negative. Then you replace the bulb. Put it back in your console again. And you see it's working now. Look at that. Now it doesn't matter because my door is open. So let's try and close the door and see if it changes some. Should. Okay, see? Off, on, off. Awesome. We just replaced the bulb. We're going to do the exact same thing again to this one, because there are two lights in this one. Some of these chargers, I don't know what the trim package is or anything like that. Some of them have LED bulbs back up in here and back in here. And with those chargers, those LEDs are actually soldered into a circuit board, and they're an ugly amber color. And the reason we do these LEDs is to get rid of the ugly amber color. You want red, you want blue, you want real yellow, you want white, whatever. So the problem with that is you have to do some soldering, some circuitry, something. I'm not skilled with that. I got lucky, and there are no LED circuit boards in there for this one. This is a 2011 Dodge Charger RT. I don't know what trim packages do and don't have them. So please do not assume I've misled you too far. And you're going to put your lights in and you're going to be like, hey, what the heck happened? This is not white. Well, that's why. So you come back to the back of the car, and we're going to do the inside ones here for the passenger. Alright? So I've already got one disassembled, so I could show you guys what that looks like. There are a lot of little pieces to this. Alright? Get rid of these for a second. Alright, so we got these two cover clips. And these two little clips actually cover those screws there. It hides them. So when you look at this one, complete one, you see, well, I actually pulled those off already. So let me pop them back on. I'll pop one back on for you. Alright. So these clips hide. They hide that. They hide the screw. Alright? So what you need is to get you a screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, something to pry it. Be very gentle. Please don't break the clips. And they pretty much just pop out. Alright? I don't have one in my hand. Otherwise I'd show you. But that's what you do. So then you have the screws exposed. It's going to look pretty much like the one you just saw me mess with. But it's going to look like that. Alright? This handle's going to be a pain in the butt. So you're just going to unscrew it, and it'll pop out. Well, of course, you got to unplug another wiring harness. Why there are so many bloody wires? I guess there's a ground, a positive, and negative. Makes sense, wouldn't it? So you unplug the wiring harness, you pull the whole thing out, and then it's going to have this white piece in here. And the white piece is going to be facing this way. Actually, it's going to be facing this way. Be facing like that. Alright, and you're gonna have to be very careful. I already broke that clip there. You can see it's broken there. Be very careful. These are not clips, these are hooks. There's a difference. You have to unhook hooks and unclip clips. Clips are meant to be unclipped, hooks are not meant to be unclipped. See, I broke that one because of that. I tried to unclip it, so I was pulling on things I wasn't supposed to. The clips you need to mess with are over here on this side. So you can see it's currently unclipped. Alright, so after you unclip these, this lifts right out. This is what's holding the bulb. It's also where your wiring harness goes, right into that side there. Okay, so that's going to come off, and it's going to have the plastic piece held on there, and it's going to kind of look like that. Alright, plastic piece is going to be in there. A little foggy right now, but there's a tab. There it is. Tab goes on that side, and the clip is on this side. It's on the round side. Alright, so you're going to unclip it. Please unclip it. And it'll unclip from that side, and that'll leave you with the tab, and you just pull it right out. Slides right out. So there's 3 pieces plus 2 clips. Pretty simple. You put it back in reverse order. Now, this one was in a little differently. It did not have a black housing for it, so we're going to take our LED and pull it out and dump it into our cup holder. And we're going to guess again. Guessing will be easier because it's going to be a little less put together. So you take your bulb. Use my left hand for this. You take your bulb and you slide it right in here. Right in there. Alright, I'm going to show you in a second. I'll put the phone down again because I need, well, maybe I don't need 2 hands. Alright. So we're going to slide it in. Alright, I got it. It'll sit like that. Alright, we don't have to put the whole thing back together to see if it works. All we have to do is plug the wiring harness in right there. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, wiring harness in. Open the door. No bulb. So that means I put it in backwards again. So we're going to take your screwdriver or whatever you got, and you're going to pry it from this little tip right back there. Be very careful because you can break it. So we're going to pry it. Put the phone down again. A note to the wise. Please pry it after you've unplugged it. You don't want to blow any fuses or bulbs because these bulbs are expensive depending on where you get them. Alright. Let me pry it out again. Alright, so we get the bulb out. Sorry it's taking so long. Trying to be careful. And you just flip it, rotate it again, do what you do. And then it's take 2. Alright? So you're going to take it, you're going to plug it back into the harness. You're going to open your door. And you're going to see it's on. See? It works. It turns off with the courtesy and everything like that. Open the door, it's on. So we put it in the right way this time. You would think, well, why don't you figure out which way is the right way and put the next one in without having to go through all that trouble? Well, that would make too much sense, wouldn't it? So there you go. That's these interior lights for the guests and everything, and that's your map light there. I only have one hand, so putting it back together and filming at the same time would be kind of difficult, but I guess we can try. Note to self, you're going to need a star head for this. A torque wrench, I believe, for these screws. They're not regular screws, they're torque screws. If it focuses, there it is. So you need a torque screw. This specific torque screw is a T30, so you're going to need a T30 head. That's what these take, in case you need to go buy one. Alright, so I guess we can try and put it back together for you guys. So you're going to slide the plastic piece into its little hole there, and then this will clip in. That's it, clipped in. and then there's on and off. It works on its own. Alright, and then you're going to take your bottom piece here, you're going to clip it in, and it goes in this way, glass piece facing out, and it just snaps in, just like that. Very carefully snaps in. There, snapped in. Everything's nice and tight and snug, just the way it's supposed to be. There's your whole unit. That's what it's going to look like when you take it out. Alright. And then the next step would be to plug that little wire back in there. So we're going to plug that little wire back in there. I don't think I can do it with... Oh, you're going to be looking at ugly right now. Alright, let's double check once more. I'd hate to go through all that and then it not work. It works. Cool, cool. Okay, so that, we know it works. Now we're just going to reattach the screws again. There shouldn't be too much lining up issues because it sits right back in its little marks it leaves in the ceiling there. Alright. And then there you have it. You're gonna be done like that. I'm gonna put this down real quick. Gonna tighten it up. Feel free to fast forward through this part. I have no advice. Just do it the way is easiest for you. I got the lights down at, Advanced Auto. You get it at any auto parts store, honestly. I got mine at Advanced Auto. They ran me about $10 after taxes per bulb. Now you're going to say, damn man, that's kind of high. Well, you're right. It's very expensive. It's more expensive than it should be. I did it that way because I didn't have time to wait for shipping. It's December. Christmas is coming around. Shipping would cost a crap ton. And this is one of my only days off because of my work schedule, where I work. Alright, so there we go. It's back in the ceiling there, or roof, whatever you can call it. Place that black cap there. Place the second black cap. Put that little baby up in there. Alright, done. Handles in, lights on. That's the 6K, 6000K right there. That's the ugly stock. The ugly stock is called long life bulb or whatever you want to call it. Nothing wrong with them. I just like the LEDs as opposed to that. It really does dress up the car at night. It's not something someone's gonna go, holy crap, look how awesome that is. They're just gonna notice it. They're gonna appreciate that it's there, and they're gonna move on. And you're gonna appreciate that it's there because, one, you did it yourself. You didn't go to a shop for it. Two, it really wasn't that expensive of a mod, considering the statement it makes and the difference it makes. And three, if you like white, that's the way to go. So this is pretty much just an introductory video to the charger I'm working on now. I got rid of the Firebird. We have the charger. This charger is completely stock. My very first mod on it right now is that light, or this light swap. I did the light swap for the license plate down here. That's gonna be LED as well, already done. But yeah, this car's pretty sick. I like it. It's a lot more comfortable than the Firebird. But the Firebird needed more work, and because of my new job, I just didn't have time for it, so we went with this thing. But thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. And hopefully we'll see you guys later.